Hello everyone and welcome back to another video here on my YouTube channel. I'm Cassie Trask. Today we're going to be doing a collaboration between Pearblossom Press and Divinity Designs, and it's actually on Instagram, but I did make a video anyway so you could see how I did it. So let's talk about what we're using. I'm going to be using this Halo Light combo pack, but I'm just going to be using the one light from it. I'm also going to be bringing in the Pearblossom Press stamp set. This is the little stamp set that I got from Divinity Designs called Forever Friends. It's so cute. It has this cute little image, lots of sentiments, and then it does have the die to go along with it. We also have the ORNATE Hearts die. There's quite a few little pieces to this one, and you can have this beautiful ornate heart die cut out, and I'll show you that as we go ahead and make our card. And I could not resist this Heart and Soul collection of paper. It's 6x6 pattern paper. It's not double-sided, but it is heavy duty. And I just thought the patterns were so pretty, kind of vintage looking, just beautiful. Or shabby chic. Maybe vintage isn't the word I'm looking for, but a little bit more shabby chic. And I just thought they were so pretty. So I'm going to pull one of those designs out and we'll work with that. I also have the black sentiment stock from Pearblossom Press. This is my go-to black cardstock for doing sentiments because the cardstock is so smooth. And then I do bring in the Vellum translucent colors as well as the white ones. So let's go ahead and double up our speed and I'll show you how I make this card. I'm going to trim down this piece of cardstock. We're going to make it slightly bigger than 4 inches and slightly bigger than 5 1/4 inches. Just slightly bigger because I do want there to be a border around the outside, and then I'm going to trim this down to be 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches, and so that pink is going to have this nice slight border around it. And then we'll also have the base of our card having that border also. I did some of the die cutting ahead of time so that I could have like this piece right here. You have that scalloped heart. I die cut that using the other piece that you see there next to Miles, of course, on the counter or on the table. And that gave me that really pretty little scalloped frame. I'm going to die cut out the heart on my pattern paper. And I'll save that for the inside of the card. And then you can double up and do that heart that I just die cut out. And if you use this piece right here, you can get this piece. So I die cut it out of a regular heart and I got that. And it's so intricate. It's so pretty. And it die cut very simply, actually. I didn't have any issue having to run it through a bunch of times. And I really love how that turned out. So I'm also going to die cut my pink cardstock. I'm just going to line that up right over the top, and then I'll run that through the die cutting machine, and I'll save that heart for another project. And then this is where that vellum is going to come in. But it looks good. I like that pink vellum because that vellum, that translucent colors has lots of different colors to it, so I picked out one of the pink, and I think there's 2 of every color, which is great. So I'm going to use my liquid glue to adhere down my pattern paper to my panel of cardstock, and you'll see there's that nice pink border around it. But I like the liquid glue because it does give me a little bit of wiggle room, which is great. I do want to trim down my vellum. I'm going to have that fit right behind. I don't want any of that showing on the sides, and I'll save those little vellum pieces for the inside of the card also. And then I can just use my liquid glue all around the heart, and we can adhere down our colored vellum to the back. At this point I hadn't decided that I was going to add the extra layer of vellum behind, but I do bring in the clear vellum and I'll use that, or the translucent white is what it is. We're going to attach down our little scalloped frame using some liquid glue, and it's all coming together so nicely. And then I think I'm going to kind of let this stuff sit off to the side to dry while I stamp my image. Now once again, that comes from the Forever Friends, and it is a stamp and die combo. I'm going to ink that up with some Blackout ink from Ink on 3, stamp that down onto some Express It cardstock, and then I'm just going to use my Olo markers to color. This I use some very simple coloring. I tried to put the hello colors up on the screen for you, but, and you can sort of see them, like 3.4, but this is super simple coloring. I just added a little bit of shadowing and shading where I thought it would look good and away from the light source that I'm going to have, my little one light. And then I'll blend that color out. It's always interesting when you color with any sort of alcohol markers, when you're trying to blend at first, you put that darker color down, and I remember thinking, what have I done? And then you have to blend it, and it does look pretty good after you've blended. And then I have that lighter one that's just going to cover the little deer's chest and the little spots, and then I'll bring in a little pink Olo to do the ears, and then I'm going to color our rabbit mostly white. I'm just bringing in a gray one to add some shadowing, and then the little bird is going to be blue, a very light blue, so I'm just using 2 colors for him. And add a little pink for the bunny's cheeks. I'll bring this up and show you. I think that turned out pretty fun. And then I can bring in that matching die and run that through my die cutting machine, and the little group of friends will be all cut out. So here's our one light, super simple to put together. You just put the battery right in with the plus side on top, and then you're good to go. It's all ready to go onto a card. But you can see that battery and that whole pack through the vellum piece quite a bit. I stamped my push onto one of the little pink hearts, and now I'm going to adhere this down to some white vellum because, like I said, you could really see the mechanism through the pink vellum, so I figured I'd just double it up, and that way you couldn't see it as much. I didn't trim off the white before I put it on, but I will trim it off later. You're not going to see me do that, but the white is not going to be visible either. So there it is. You can see it. I'm going to put my battery sort of down, kind of just getting an idea of where I want it. And you can still sort of see it, but once I put the little ornate heart over the top, you're not going to see it as much, and our little group of friends. So I'll go ahead and put some liquid glue on our ornate heart, and then we can adhere that down on the vellum. You don't want too much glue, otherwise it'll seep through, and because it's vellum, it'll show. So we're just going to kind of stick that down on top. It's looking good. And once again, we can kind of play with where we want our mechanism. You can't see it as much now, which is great. So I'm happy with that. I'm kind of playing around with that. I'm going to mark that with a pencil because I am going to make a little pocket, I suppose. Not really a pocket. You'll see. I'm going to cut around this because in case you ever want to get to the battery, I'm going to cut on 3 sides of where this sits. Now, I picked up the wrong pad to go behind what I was cutting, so my cutting looks like I chewed through it. But I'm using an X-Acto knife, and it's actually a fairly sharp X-Acto knife, but like I said, I used the wrong piece behind it, so it looks like I just chewed it. So I'm going to kind of trim some of that off just to make it look not so bad. Slightly trimming it. But this is going to make it so that I can get to the mechanism if I need to. If you want to change out the battery or just take the battery out until you're ready to give it to the recipient, however you want to do that. But yeah, so that's going to be like that. I'll take some liquid glue and I'll adhere this down. I do this every time when I put a one light down. I always put it down the wrong way. So I'm pressing the button. I'm like, okay, the light's in the wrong area. So I have to flip it over. I have done that more times than I would like to admit, but it happens. So thankfully I'm using liquid glue so I can just pick it up and move it. But now I'm bringing in the world's best foam tape. Yes, that is the name of it if you've never seen it. It's amazing for several reasons. 1, it cuts like butter. 2, the release paper comes off like so simple. You're not going to rip up your nails. And also, believe it or not, this stuff is repositionable for a little bit of time. It cures after about 24 hours, so it's completely permanent by then, but you have about 30 minutes really to move this around if you need to, which is more than enough time to figure out if you've gotten it on crooked. So that's what makes this stuff so fabulous. I love it so much. It's just genius. It's genius. And it works really well for shakers as well. So it's perfect for the lights and also really great for shakers. All right, so peeling off that release paper, which you saw I had no problem with, I'm going to stick that panel right down on top of my card base, which is just some craft cardstock. I forgot to mention that I had cut down to 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches and scored at 4.25. So this is an A2 size card, which will fit into an A2 size envelope. Now I know where my button is. just pressing, I can stick my little heart push button over the top of that, and then we can attach down, oh, isn't that so cute? Attach down our little friends with some more liquid glue. I just think they're so cute. And this would be a great Valentine's card, but I'm actually going to make it a friend card. And I've pulled out 3 sentiments from here that I am going to stamp onto that black sentiment stock. I've used my anti-static powder tool. I've got some detail white embossing powder, and I'm going to bring in some clear embossing ink, just a sticky clear ink. And then I'm going to stamp those sentiments down on top of that black sentiment stock. The reason this stuff is so great for embossing is that it's super, super smooth. So yeah, you still should use an anti-static powder tool, which I did. But once you've done that and you've stamped it down, you really don't get any particles of that embossing powder sticking where it shouldn't. So that is great. So my sentiments are life is better with you. I also have forever friends. And then that last one, that one just says, hello, my friend. And so I've got those 3 sentiments. I'm going to trim those down using my guillotine trimmer, just getting them nice and close. I'm not going to show you all of them because it's the same process for all 3 of those little sentiments. One of those is going to go on the inside of the card. The other 2 are going to go on the outside. I'm using the hello, my friend. Life is better with you. And then on the inside, I'll put the forever friends. But we're just using that liquid glue once again to attach everything down. And as I said, this is part of an Instagram hop. So not everybody made a video, but it is on Instagram. And you're going to want to hop around because there are prizes to be given out by both Pearblossom Press and Divinity Designs. And so I'll have a link down to my Instagram post down below. I'll also have all the products that I use linked down below in case you're interested in anything that I did use. But I really have, this was just so much fun to put together. I had an audiobook going and just making the card. As you notice, I did put some glue on that vellum. And because it's vellum, it will show your glue. So I used my thumb to kind of make sure that that glue was dispersed evenly on the back of that vellum. That's just one way you can do it. You can also turn it into a sticker by using your Xyron sticker maker if you have one of those. Those are fabulous if you don't. I don't use mine as much anymore, but I do love that thing. And then, or you could do like I did and just get your fingers all covered in glue. All right, so I've got some stuff hanging off the edge. I'm obviously going to trim some of that down using my scissors, and I'm also going to bring back in that guillotine trimmer because I don't trust myself to cut all the way straight on that part of the heart. It's just, that's a lot of ground to cover. So I'm going to use my guillotine trimmer. And then I do decide to add a couple more little hearts to the inside since I had all those die cut out. It's just fun. And as you can see on the side, there's that little pocket where you can get to the mechanism if you need to. But check it out. I love how this turned out. I'm so happy with it. If you like this card or like this video, please be sure to hit that like button. Definitely consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. And be sure to head over to my Instagram so that you can hop along and see what everybody created with both the Divinity Designs and the Pearblossom Press products. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you soon.